Hey everybody, Mike here. I am a student of Ben Farmer's, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about what I see in him as a teacher and a musician.
Since starting lessons with Ben, I have learned to play the bass, which I really never thought I would do because I walked in day one not knowing anything, like literally top to bottom, left to right. I knew nothing. Somebody had given it to me as a gift, and I was like, all right, I'm going to learn how to play this thing.
Ben Farmer was my guitar teacher for about 8 or 9 years. So, I pretty much learned everything I know from him.
My guitar teacher for over 10 years now. Not only that, but he also taught both of my boys how to play guitar, which was such a blessing and a gift.
Incredible musician, incredible educational background and practical experience with bands and playing all different kinds of music. But that's just one part of him. The other part is his ability as a teacher, which is probably more difficult to come by when you're looking for someone to give you lessons.
And I think what I appreciate the most is the flexibility that we have in figuring out what's the best way for me to learn my instrument as opposed to the way somebody else learns.
Ben's a fantastic guitar teacher. He taught me how to read tab really efficiently. Now, I go and I can look at a tab and just get the song in like 5 minutes or something. What else? Great at soloing. I remember I was having some struggles, like really getting like natural feeling solos, and he taught me like all the pentatonic scales, all the different forms of it, which really helped me out. I still use that to this day.
And a lesson with him is always so much fun. We talk about music, we play music, we talk about music theory. He has just been such a gift to our family.
Whether that's explaining something a little bit differently, giving me a different homework exercise or technique, we're always kind of evaluating what's the best way for me to get that information in my head and then subsequently back out onto the bass.
I've been in 2 other bands now since working with Ben.
So he really set my son Maxwell and my other son Levi on a journey of music as young men.
He actually got me up at an open mic night 9 months after I started with him. And I was pretty nervous, pretty sweaty, but I got through it. And then I did 2 more after that with him.
I've gotten up on stage twice and performed, which again, never really thought I would do. It was a little daunting at first, and you get a little bit more comfortable every time you do it, and it carries over into other aspects of your life where suddenly you're a little bit more comfortable getting up and speaking in front of people, doing things that you're not so comfortable with.
Something I always wanted to make sure my children had, which was a love of music and confidence to play an instrument.
He broke the things that he was trying to teach me down into small chunks so that even a guy like me could learn and then eventually put it all together and turn it into music and songs.
I listen to music differently. I'm kind of now seeking out that bass in the song, whereas before it was kind of just background noise. It was just part of the song, and now I'm like, hey, how did they do that? How did they play that? Why would they choose that instead of something else?
For sure, I've learned faster than on my own. I can't even imagine, trying to have the commitment to stick with the guitar, doing it on my own.
He's also been able to relate other things I do in life with work and hobbies to music and make it easier to learn music that way.
He comes in, he sets the challenge for you, and you really want to please him. You really want to, better yourself.
I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without Ben.
I'm going to continue probably being Ben's most challenging student, but I'm going to stick with it, and I do look forward to every lesson I have with him. He's a great teacher, and I would recommend him to anybody.